Introducing Manny. Okay, I'm good. Good evening. Welcome to Movie Manny. Okay, today I'm going to do something a bit different. Today, I'm not going to talk about like a movie that I just watched in theaters. No, I'll soon talk about it sooner. But today, I'm going to do this little segment called Movie Manny Talk About. Today, I'm going to be talking about, well, this very nostalgic, old-fashioned TV show from the 70s or 80s. And I don't know, but I'm just going to say it. The Smurfs. Yeah, it was a classic television show. And then a couple years later, they made these. See this? See that? And a sequel. Oh my god, a sequel. Oh, here we go. Ooh, here we go. Okay, first off, the first Smurfs movie. Basically, what this movie was about, it was the Smurfs coming into the real world, big shocker, and they have to find their way back home. And of course, Gargamel, the guy that wants their magic powers, don't know why, but he just wants it. Wants to, well, you guessed it, take over, well, the Smurf village. Of course! Get it? and so the Smurfs have to run away from Gargamel. They hide out with two humans played by Neil Patrick Harris, and one of them played by Neil Patrick Harris, and that other girl from Paul Blart. I gotta find up her name. So they had to hide out and find a way to get back home. You might say this movie is sucky. Well, kinda. It kinda does. In some ways, it kinda does suck. But surprisingly, it still holds off. I mean, I don't know how, but oddly enough, I like it. I don't know why, but I like it. But at least they're over with it. Wrong. Smurfs 2. Smurfs 2. But this one is different. This one is so. This one is so horrendous. This one is so what the H, man. This one doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm going to talk about Smurfs 2. Okay, alright, Smurfs 2. It starts off as, well, Smurfette. Yeah, Smurfette. And she's turning whatever because it's her birthday. But she feels that everybody was neglecting her. But no, they're actually planning a surprise party. And I think you all know where this is going to come from. Big misunderstanding. But where is Gargamel in all this? Well, if we all can recall from the first one, he was still in the human world. So Gargamel comes back in the second movie in the human world, but this time he's like a musician. For some reason, and everybody doesn't question him. Nobody questions him if he's like, hey, how do you do that or whatever? If you tell me again, if you tell me if I don't know how to do this, I will turn you into a frog. I'm trying to do a good expression of Gargamel. Smurfs. Okay, that was a good one. But of course, Gargamel needs the Smurfs' power. So what does he do? He makes his own Smurfs. makes his own Smurfs. They're called Naughties. One of the Smurfs, his name is Betsy, and one of them is named Haggis. And guess which voice actor plays Betsy? Christina Ricci. Christina Ricci, the girl from Casper. The girl that we never hear from cinema because she I mean Christina Ricci was a good child actor, but what happened to her? She just mysteriously disappeared like Marl Wilson, even though Marl Wilson is doing something else, but she just disappears. But she comes back in this movie in Smurfs 2. And so Gargamel wants Smurfette because she used to have been Gargamel's creation. This has been Gargamel's creation, and there's this little thing that involves like Gargamel being her father, even though she'd been made by Gargamel, which makes sense, but kind of stupid. I mean, really, really stupid. Papa Smurf, a stepdad, or something. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. So Gargamel uses the Naughties to get Smurfette. Papa Smurf gets help from Clumsy, Grumpy, played by George Lopez, and I know what you're thinking, Brainy. Well, get this, Brainy's not with them. No, Brady's not with them in this movie. No, sir. He's just on the cover to get people's attention. Okay! Put him in front of the cover and let people think he's in this movie? I mean, yes, he is, but he doesn't come along. He doesn't come along for the ride. This guy does. This guy does. And this guy, who people barely knows him. Ignore that. Just ignore that. Alright. But the person next door is right. I gotta calm down for a minute because I'm getting way too over my head. Okay, back to the story. So, Papa Smurf and the rest of his Smurf helpers gets help from, well, you guessed it, Neil Patrick Harris. And get this, his baby is born, and also his father's there too. I think something tells me there's gonna be like an anti-climax. You know, Papa Smurf, Gargamel, Neil Patrick Harris's father, played by a British guy. I forgot his name. Oh yeah, Brandon Gelson. Brandon Gelson. I think he was the guy who played Screw Eyes from Harry Potter. I think. So anyway, instead of all of them being in New York, they're in Paris. So they try to find Smurfette, but of course she's getting herself tricked because everybody doesn't care about her anymore, and she's getting dragged by the Naughties, and also Gargamel's trying to be nice to her, even though at the end he was a total bastard, and he still wanted their magic. Still wanted her magic to turn his Naughties into Smurfs. Okay, that's great. They want to be like Smurfette, okay? But still, using them to get power. Wow. In the TV show, he might have been a bad guy. He might have been a villain, but oh my god, this guy's a total douchebag, like a total jerk, like a bastard. Like, you want to come up to this guy and just shoot him in the head, and everybody just like laughs and he's got magic powers. But I just want to fucking rip his balls off and scarf him down its mouth. Anyway, Neil Patrick Harris and What's his name again? Brandon Gelson finds the Smurfs, get him out. Gargamel gets his comeuppance, and the Smurfs went back to Smurf Village, but with new people. You guessed it, Betsy and Haggis are part of the family now. So looks like Smurfette is not going to be the only girl there. So you Smurf boys can stop imagining it. It's, all in all, the first one was an okay movie. Even though I give it a 6. I give it a 6. The first one was an okay. So some of the scenes were funny. Too much pop culture references and using Smurf in like bad word language. If you don't believe me, watch it yourself. And the second Smurfs, I didn't buy this. No, this is actually for a friend of mine. So, in all, leave old TV shows alone. Like these old TV shows, the Smurfs. There used to have been a good classic by Hanna-Barbera. Come on, leave them alone. Well, at least I'm not gonna make a trilogy, because at the end of Smurfs 2, Gargamel went back home, so I think we're all gonna be safe. For now, I'm Movie Manny, and that's what I have to talk about. Smurfs, okay, recommended to little kids. Smurfs 2, what the fuck? Gotta do better than that. Thank you for watching, goodbye.